What's up, Patriots? July 20th, 2025. This is kind of like an emergency broadcast of the 00 Jericho updates of the demise of the Democrat Party and the demise of the deep state. There's just so much information I gathered in the last 24 hours that I feel like I have a whole nother presentation. So let's just start off with videos. I got a couple videos, and let's just check this stuff out, man.
Joe, they're calling you a corrupt politician.
Nobody.
Hey,
President Trump, I want to stay on the issue of race. We're talking about the issue.
From hell.
There are 50 former national intelligence folks.
This
who
was
said
4
that
years
what
ago,
he's
Patriots.
accusing me of is a Russian plan. What he's saying is a
Hey,
bunch
Kerry.
of garbage.
But it wasn't garbage. We knew it, and it turns out at that moment, Biden knew it too.
Joe Biden stood in front of the world on the debate stage, you remember that, and lied about the biggest scandal in American history. There has never been a scandal like this one.
Serious questions tonight about whether the Russians are using Rudy Giuliani to interfere in the U.S. presidential election.
And as I and several of my former colleagues pointed out publicly, that it does bear the hallmarks of Russian disinformation.
So they take that title of having had this position, and now they're outside of government, but it gives them the credibility to band together in the eyes of the media and do things like they did with this letter about the laptop.
Called the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest.
So the intelligence community
Share it out,
has been
Patriots. Let's get a crew in
repeatedly
here.
that Rudy Giuliani is the vehicle
Call
for
the
Russian
libtards in, too. They need to
disinformation
hear
right now
this.
about Hunter Biden and the Bidens.
And then you merchandise it.
Experts say it has all the hallmarks of information laundering.
And then you write it, unless they see it's reported in the press.
The vast majority of the intelligence people have come out and said there's no basis at all.
So they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
We do know that it's a very active Russian campaign. That's according to the U.S. intelligence community.
And then it's called a wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. It's a tactic.
So they come out and they tell people, though this is all Russian disinformation. And let me tell you, it's not just that they put the letter, it's that what happened after the letter that we're forgetting. Facebook refused to allow you to post the New York Post story.
Twitter and Facebook have limited the distribution of that Hunter Biden story. And last night, Twitter appeared to suspend the Twitter account of White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany when she tried to share that story.
Within hours, the reporting was censored on all major platforms on the basis of being called hacked or Russian disinformation.
This was an attempt, Jesse, to suppress a story that could change a presidential election. It was deliberate on Twitter's part and the FBI's part.
51 intelligence agents totally lied. I think it's treason. They totally lied just before the election,
Treason.
right before the vote. They lied, and they said that the computer, which had all crimes on it, was Russian disinformation.
So now we're finding out some of the 51 intel officials cook up the Hunter Biden laptop letter were at the time on the CIA payroll.
Oh,
This was
that.
cheating and election interference at a scale never seen before. It's an absolute disgrace to our country. We are a country being laughed at all over the world, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. The people will not stand for what's happening to America.
Stay tuned, there's more.
No one, especially the president, is above the law.
Nobody
No
is
one
above
is above the law.
No one is above the law.
No one is above the law.
Oh,
Nobody is above the law.
No one is above the law.
Nobody is above the law.
No one
Nobody.
is above the law.
No one is above the law.
No one is above the law.
Today I'm going to show you how to do the pink salt trick, or better yet,
Oh, that's a
$3
commercial in my
ritual that
recording,
makes your silhouette
Patriots.
emerge.
No one is above the law.
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 No one is above the law. Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, first of all, my hat off to Tulsi Gabbard. I think Tulsi Gabbard just
What do you think of that, Patriots? What do you think of that? There we got it. This is the neutron bomb we've been waiting for right here, man. Obama going down, Biden going down. They were all in on it. And I am now a member of the Weaponization Working Group. So let's go at it here, Patriots. Tulsi Gabbard. All right, let's examine this. Who are the all-star players on the MAGA team right now? Is it all Republicans? Who's the all-star Patriots on the MAGA team right now? Today, it's Tulsi Gabbard's. I would say RFK is running a close second to that. Marco Rubio, he's up there, definitely just kicking butt for America First policies. And it's not Republicans, it's not Democrats, it's MAGA America. It's MAGA. Get on board. This is America First. This is what we can unite over. We love our country. We want the best for our country. And this goes beyond politics, man. This is, we are rejecting the New World Order right here. We are rejecting the influences that have come into our government, have taken over the agencies in this government. This is a coup and a counter coup. This is not a civil war, Patriots. This is what is going on inside of our government and has been going on inside of our government since 2016, 2015 even. And Tulsi Gabbard dropped the bombshell. So the information is out there. This information was out there when John Ratcliffe was the head of the DNI also. He came on TV and told everybody, we have nothing that says Russia tried to influence the 2016 election, okay? Or the 2020 election, I'm sorry. So the information's been out there. I heard it. I accepted it for truth. And now that Tulsi's in the lead, she has released it to the world, to the Congress, to everybody, all of our rulers that are in power to make this change inside the government legally, without a civil war, are being told this information right now. And now is the time where we got to get loud. We got to make sure we want justice in this country. And nobody is above the law. Nobody, okay? We've heard them tell us that. You know, when it comes down to even prosecuting a president, nobody is above the law, they told us, while they charged Trump 4 times and tried to get him off the ballot, tried to ruin every chance, tried to slander his name, tried to bankrupt him, tried to shoot him. And here we are, Patriots. God is behind this. There's no way we'd be at the position that we are at right now without God being behind us on this battle right now. So it's good to see you all, Patriots. I got more, man. We got so much garbage on them right now. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Let me see. I got 4 recordings and I can't remember what they all are, but let's see what this one was. I know they were good. This is natural. Oh, okay. This is the Texas floods, man. This is time-lapse photography of how these towns flooded. Look what's going on here. How in the world can this be possible? We are under attack from every direction. I'm being told that there was a rescue group coming in before this all happened. This is unbelievable, man. So I haven't verified that this is a real video or CGI or what, but this is horrible. This is what they've been doing to us. Lahaina, LA, twice. North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida. This is what they've been doing to us, man. All right, I got some more stuff here. Let me get through the videos.
that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need.
Oh, here's the Black Messiah.
Not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be
everything. He can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college. At a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line.
Tell us.
Who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant.
You were ignorant, yes. You pointed that out.
To show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy
commercials
who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this. Right? So
can you believe this stuff? Can you believe this stuff, man? This is unbelievable. We got that was our president for 8 years. This infuriates me, man. Infuriates me. What else we got here? Laugh at these clowns, Patriots. Laugh in their faces. They are ridiculous human beings to subjecting our country to this degeneracy.
Obviously gay, right? I mean, the way you talk and cross your legs and shit.
Okay, I cross my legs like this because my balls are too small. I basically have no balls. So it kind of gives me the freedom to cross my legs all gay like this and to express my inner gayness, you know? And then I like to move my hands as if I was some sort of retard, you know? Because that's basically my demographic. Retarded gay Democrats and shit like that.
I just gotta laugh, you know. Laughter is a good medicine here. Oh, get off of here. All right, I just thought those were funny, you know, would like to share them with you. But if I could get you all to go to a video from Stephen Gardner that he put out last night, I got a post on my posts sections, and it kind of is the most condensed, coherent rundown of the information that Tulsi Gabbard just released on from the Department of National Intelligence, okay? She is the head of all the intelligence agencies. And what she found out about Obama setting up President Trump for a Russia collusion hoax, and then how they fabricated information, how they gave Trump false presidential briefings about the whole thing, and then how 51 intelligence agents just came out and lied about it on TV, how Facebook and Twitter and mainstream media came out and censored everybody that started talking about it. And this goes right to Obama, and everything from there, it falls out from there, man. The rigged election, J6, COVID is all related to this. This is tip of the spear information right now, and this is what I think is going to like regenerate us into activity again. We've all had a nice long break here, but right now is when we got to get back on the phones and make sure our representatives know that we want justice. We want prosecutions. Nobody is above the law. They came after the presidents in the past. There's no reason we can't go after presidents in the future. And that's where we're at with all this, man. While they were accusing us of insurrection on J6, the Obama administration were themselves the ones that were performing an insurrection, a coup d'etat inside the government against our duly elected leader, that we the people elected into this, into the presidency, man. The precedent has been set with the Trump prosecutions. There can be no argument that Obama or FJB is somehow hands off, that you can't go after a president, because they just viciously went after Trump on this right before the election, man. On top, all right, names. So right now we got names. Names have been named here. Obama, Brennan, Comey. Are they going to try to run out of the country right now? Let's keep an eye on these people. I would suggest, while you're on the phone to your representative, say maybe we should take their passports or something. Hopefully they don't take themselves out. We know all this has been true for many years now, and finally it's coming out. Finally, we're going to see if Fox News is going to actually report on some damning information right here, man. Hey, Gator Girl and Priscilla. Good to see you, Jamie. What's up, Wolf? Hey, Ricky. Good to see you, man. So I'm out here enjoying life at a park. You know, we got a music concert that's going to be going on here in an hour and a half or an hour or so. So I just wanted to get on here and just gloat in our victories that we've had right now, man. Yeah, we got the trolls. Hopefully the trolls are seeing all this too. They've been backing these bootlickers. What a bunch of bootlickers they've done all along. Just screaming for their own slavery, their own captivity. Screaming for it. Just screaming for it. But I gotta admit, man, MAGA is bipartisan all the way, man. Tulsi Gabbard's, RFK, and many others shortly will be joining onto the MAGA team. And this is a uniting effort that's going on in this country, a uniting movement. People are asking, will there be civil unrest when they put cuffs on Obama? Cuffs on Obama is definitely in the future at this point, man. We may have to demand justice from our DOJ. We have to make sure that they act upon this. We have to and Trump is trying to get his judicial nominees seated behind the bench. And what do the Democrats do? They all walk out of Congress in the middle of a vote on Friday. They won't even facilitate the peaceful transfer of power. Remember how Barack Obama and Hillary was saying the peaceful transfer of power when Trump got elected the first time, right? Oh, they just berated us that there has to be a peaceful transfer of power. When in the background, behind the scenes, they were subverting every form of justice there is to take Trump out, man. These people are demons. They hate America, they hate you, they hate me, and we demand justice. We, the people, have the power. So will there be civil unrest when Obama is cuffed? Maybe. If they want to take it to that level, they're probably going to go out and protest. They'll invent some new protest, and they'll all go out screaming. They'll all dye their hair green or purple again, make sure the color's really good. They'll go out and make signs or get a T-shirt and take a bus ride. They'll do protests, but if it elevates beyond that, we'll have to just see. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it, right? I don't think we're not prepared for that. I think we could handle that if need be. And just know that we ain't like them, okay? We're not like that side. We have been the brunt of their conniving. We have been the brunt of their disinformation, of their censorship, of their lies, of their prosecutions. And we didn't set any cars on fire. We didn't burn any cities down. We demanded that this be done within the framework of this country. We demand it. If this framework's good, it's going to survive. And we are going to see justice in this. But it looks like it's been ran over, roughshod for 50 years here, man. Ever since World War II ended, man. What was the other? The other ironic coincidence of things being established at the same time. The other day I reported that the CIA was instituted in 1947, and then Israel was instituted as a country in 1948. And I just found out that the Smith-Mundt Act was established in 1948 also, man. So all these weird things that we were being sold a bill of goods here with the Smith-Mundt Act. We do know now that Obama took the Smith-Mundt Act away. But what the Smith-Mundt Act facilitated was America's intelligence agents could go out into the world and produce propaganda, disinformation. They could lie, they could fabricate stories in other countries. And Smith-Mundt made the specification that that's all fine and good because, yeah, maybe we'll get some free trade and some cheap gas out of it. Maybe we can put in power some friendly people in other governments, but it was lying. The Smith-Mundt Act allowed our spooks to go out into the world and lie to people. They allowed them to go out and topple governments. So I'm not on board with that, okay? I don't know how the people back in 1948 got sold that bill of goods. Maybe it was the freak out from World War II. I don't know. It's just uncanny how all this stuff revolves around the end of World War II with the establishment of, groundbreaking rules to our government here. So Obama repealed the limitations of the Smith-Mundt Act and made it okay for people to propagandize us, for people to propagandize American citizens. So there was a lot of Republicans in government back then. What were they thinking? What were they thinking when they said, yeah, okay, go ahead and do that? Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm all for getting rid of this Smith-Mundt Act, man. If America is the light on the top of the hill, why did we even come up with the Smith-Mundt Act in the first place? That we could go out and lie to every government and propagandize them. We could lie to them, man. No, we're the shining example of truth here. And our representatives are not the spooks. Our representatives are the government, man. So this has been wrestled from our hands and wrestled from the hands of those that we have elected to be our leaders. And this is the coup that I've been talking about ever since I started YouTubing, all right? We've been talking about this coup, counter coup, and everyone's screaming civil war, Epstein files, all this stuff, when actually we've been fighting against a coup in our government that is seated right now, to this day. And right now, the only thing we can do is send in Tulsi to strip out all the entrenched propagandists in the DNI and the CIA. We can get Rubio in there to fire all the people that have been entrenched in the State Department for the last decade. Same with Department of Health with RFK. I just think it's a beautiful thing. If the libtards just step back and take a look, the lead people in MAGA, half of them are Democrats, man. So yeah, I'm going to stick around and watch this concert here once they get started. I'll probably end this stream. I may stream it, man. It might be pretty cool. It's a band called AOL out of San Francisco. I don't know who they are, but I'm here. I might as well do it. It's free. I got a good parking spot. So I'm gonna go with this concert here in a little bit. Good people on both sides, man. RFK has just put out a statement that we are rejecting the WHO power grab. WHO is the World Health Organization is trying to establish new guidelines on what to do if another pandemic comes out, right? Yeah, trolls. Come on in, trolls. Let them stand. Let them stand. The internet's forever, troll. One of these days you're going to go, man, was I a troll? Oh, was I a MAGA troll? After America is great, we're not paying taxes anymore. The parking's free. Parking's free, man. They opened it up. It's good right now. I didn't even have to go into the parking area yet there, Rocky. The WHO, yeah, trolls, come on in. Come on in, trolls. We ain't compliant ever again there, Jay Jones. Never again. And there you go. There's my name. There's my post office box. Yep, I'm not a faceless coward, trolls. Try to dox me. Try to do whatever you want to do. You want to talk about a flagpole? Go ahead. Talk about a flagpole. I don't know, Rewolf. I don't know who AOL is. AOL. Well, at least some old guy by the parking area told me it was AOL. So I don't know. Who knows who it is? I don't know. All I know is it's a free concert on Sundays here. Let's see. Who else is an all-star? Tom Homan. Way to go, Tom Homan. We need 100,000 beds. We got 3,000 right now down in Alligator Alcatraz. So I just heard that there are 2 military facilities that are going to set up as temporary migrant camps while they're trying to get all these people through the system and get them out of this country. We have, I think it's in Indiana, and I can't remember the other state, but it wasn't like a flaming red state. But the military bases in 2 states now have said we're going to switch over to holding facilities for these people, man. What's up, Lana? You're a good troll, though, man. I'm a troll on their channels, but they just delete me. So it's oh well, I can't troll them anymore. They have to come here. God sends them here to hear the truth. Tom Homan is also using the Medicaid records to locate these people because our government, the people that run Medicaid, didn't do anything while we signed up millions of these people on free Medicaid for them. All right, I can't. I don't have Medicaid. Do you have Medicaid? They gave these people all free Medicaid. They all signed up on it. The government facilitated it. The bureaucracy allowed this to happen, even though it shouldn't have been allowed. There should be laws in place that says that ain't right. But no, they facilitated it. And now Homan is using those records to locate illegals that are in this country that have not made their status in this country legal yet. Not necessarily became a citizen, but their status is not legal. So use any tool you got, Tom Homan. I'm all for that because I am now part of the Weaponization Working Group. Let's hear it for the Weaponization Working Group. When we were doing the J6 stuff at the prison, man, we found out that there was this working group within the court there in D.C. that was doing all the prosecutions, and I was screaming about, what is a working group? You know, how couldn't you? I thought the judges were kings in their little rooms there, right? That they determined what happens in their courtroom. But no, they had a working group that was facilitating and orchestrating the prosecution of 1,600 patriotic Americans who stood on J6 against that rigged election. And well, now I guess since they had a working group, I guess we can have a working group now. So thanks, Ed Martin. Thank you for initiating the Weaponization Working Group. I'm all for it. You know, let me know where I can sign up. I'll do my part from here with a YouTube channel. We will all do our parts to facilitate the restoration of liberty and the pursuit of happiness and justice in this country. Yeah, Obama and the benefits of a prideful man. Can you believe that stuff? That guy, man. And we're now in the Epstein phase 3, okay? So I told you when it came out, phase 1, I said there's probably going to be a phase 2 or phase 3, and there is. The phase 2 was getting the Democrats to start crying for the release of the Epstein files. Phase 3 now is that Bondi is going to release the grand jury records for the prosecution of Epstein, and we'll find out exactly how that whole thing got started. In fact, what we're going to find when we see that is we're going to see the fingerprints of Maureen Comey in there, because that's who was in charge of that, right? We're going to see how they rigged it from the get-go to fail, and then we're going to find out. There's going to be a phase 4 and a phase 5 and a phase 6, but I think this is one of the biggest tools Trump has in order to create a unified we the people in this country, because we do need popular support for this, man. We need a unanimous consent in this country to prosecute these high-level treasonous activities that occurred here. We have to make America, no matter who you are, if you're a Democrat or a Republican, or you don't vote, you don't care, you don't want to have to care, the security of this country depends on this, that we do have a government that operates on autopilot. If you're some person that just watches football games, or you're just a busy guy, you got a family, you got to take the kids to soccer and football and the spelling bee. I mean, you're busy with your kids, you don't got time to dive into all this stuff. Then this has to concern you, that there is a framework, a system that runs on autopilot, whether you vote or not, you know. And what has happened is, inch by inch, this was stolen from us, inch by inch, you know. It was death by 1,000 paper cuts is what this was. And now it's time for some retribution. It's time for a reset in this whole thing. Yeah, we got to watch it, but we also got to learn from last week. All right, a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon of I'm not going to vote for Trump. I'm not behind Trump anymore because he said this and he didn't do that. Just wait and see, man. This is like watching John Elway throw, a play. You can't let the other team know what you're doing, and you gotta follow the direction of the leader, and Trump is the quarterback. So if he says back off the Epstein files, back off, and look what he did. We backed off. We're cool. Hopefully we didn't piss each other off enough to divide us anymore. We can't afford any division at this point, man. There you go, Joe Remley. Got to keep our finger on the pulse. It's hard for young families to do that. I mean, they are, and that's by design, by the way. It takes two people earning money to keep a household running, to save money for the kids' education, man. Give it a break, MGAFF. Give it a freaking break. Is that all you got, dude? Do you like the fact that Obama did a coup in the government and didn't facilitate a peaceful transfer of power while he was telling you Trump's not going to do it? You don't see the hypocrisy to that. You don't see the hypocrisy to censoring people who were speaking out against the Hunter Biden laptop when they were telling us to ignore it, that it wasn't real, that it was a Russian disinformation thing. That was Hunter Biden's laptop. You don't see the hypocrisy when they killed Seth Rich because he just dumped all that DNC information off to WikiLeaks in 2016. See the hypocrisy there, man. I'm glad you're here that you can witness this, man, because this is what we've been saying for a long, long time, man. Long time. And you're still with us, trolls. You're still here listening to us, and you got nothing. You haven't stopped us. You haven't slowed us down. You haven't taken us out. You're still faceless cowards. You haven't started up a channel presenting the opposite side of the story. You guys are losers, man. When are you going to realize it, man? just it's beautiful, man. We won. We got the J6ers out of prison, man. We were just a bunch of people standing on a corner down in D.C. for 900 days, but hey, we won. We did it. And we're going to keep doing it. Tulsi said it best, man. She says, this betrayal concerns every American, man. Oh, all right, MGAAF, all right, doesn't even have a channel that exists. Oh, how about that? You are such a faceless coward. You MAGA, oh, man. Such a faceless coward that you come into chats and you troll us and you don't even have a real channel that exists, man. So YouTube is a sewer. It's a cesspool. There's too many commercials. I can't stand it, but it works. We're using it even though we hate it. And MGAFF or whatever your name is a faceless coward who can't even set up an account with a real YouTube page. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Just let him comment. Let him comment. He's going to start saying about my flagpole, whatever. In a couple months, I'll be able to talk about all that stuff, but I can't talk about it now. And it's going to be great once I can start talking about it. So yeah, man, I just thought that was so much information. I had to get on and do it, man. That was, what, a half hour's worth of info there. Oh, plus I got some really, really fresh memes here. And there's one thing I wanted to touch on. There's this Coldplay distraction story. It's entertaining or something, but it turns out Coldplay is a band. I don't know. They're a music group. I guess they're kind of popular. I probably heard one of their songs. I couldn't pick them out at the grocery store if I seen them. They're having a concert, and they have this kiss cam thing. You know what the kiss cam is? Where at a baseball game, they'll turn a camera on two people in the crowd and get them to kiss, right? So the kiss cam camera at the Coldplay concert turns on these two people, and the guy's holding the gal, and they realize that they're on the kiss cam camera, and all of a sudden they turn around, the guy ducks behind a thing, so he's like, oh my God, I can't be on the kiss cam, right? Turns out they were two CEOs at companies, and they were both married to other people, and there they are watching a concert together and caught on the kiss cam, man. So the kiss cam camera caught them. This is like what libtards think is funny and entertaining, and now there is just a slew of memes and stuff pertaining to that in order to flood the zone, to take your mind off of the relevant memes that are out there. So just fast forward through any Coldplay memes. You'll see them out there. You go, oh, this is just another one of these, malarkey things about the Coldplay distraction. But see how they run their plays, man. When we got the events going down, when we are making victories, they come up with stuff. They come up with all kinds of stuff. Right now, Ukraine, Israel, Gaza, I guess things are all quiet on the fronts there. So now they're starting up this war in Syria. I don't know. Maybe they put Sean Penn over there and started, producing video footage of something going on in Syria. It's just another country to confuse you. It's another one of the countries right around Israel, by the way. Funny how that is all the time. It's always a country around Israel that, is the most convenient distraction story to go to. So we're learning their plays, man. I've seen how a rumor can go through a camp and destroy it and divide it up in a day. And in 3 days, everyone's going, wow, what just happened? Oh, that wasn't true, but all them people left already. I guess they're not coming back. So we got to see how they run their plays. I think most of them are useless at this point. Pretty much all they got is like name calling and things like that. Well, yeah, Karen, that's interesting. It's sad. It's a sad statement. I did hear about that, and we know that that's true because they came on and told us about it. It's tragic that's happening to Big D and Hippie Mama. I wish them both the best. I'm not taking any sides, man. They were both rock solid patriots and disciples of Christ. And, you know, I hope that this is just part of their journey and that everything works out all right, and that that's a tragic story. And you trolls are going to just get up and dance about it. You know, go ahead, put more comments in the chat about it. Go ahead, revel in somebody's pain, revel in somebody's misery, in somebody's life journey they're going through. You know. It's not a great event, man. It's sad. These are friends of ours that they're going through this, and you guys want to just dance on their graves, man. And that's really that's the sign of being a very, very shallow person. If you revel in the agony and bad stuff happening to good people, man. And it's no newsflash that this is going to happen, man. They will call good evil and evil good in the last days, man. We've had the book for 2,000 years, man. We know how this ends. We know we're on the winning team. And we know that while we walk this earth, goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. I'm going to die eventually. You know, I'm going to get sick. Bad things are going to happen to me, but goodness and mercy is going to follow me all the days of my life. I mean, you can't, just because a bad thing happens to somebody doesn't make it all like, you know, this is part of the journey of being human, of learning about God and stuff, man. No, Wolf, I don't remember that. You guys always bringing up some tidbit of information from way back when. You twist the facts around, and no, I don't remember when Trump abandoned our base in Syria to the Russians and released 5,000 Taliban. No, I don't remember that, Wolf. I do not remember that, dude. Sorry. Try again. Oops, try again. All day long they were doing that. Do you remember when Trump paid Stormy Daniels hush money and they did this, and you know, I don't remember that, dude. Sorry. It's okay, Deb. We're going to kind of let them go. Let them go. I'm tired of chasing them around. They are good enough at making fools of themselves at this point, you know. And I don't care what they say. Because they make stuff up as they go. Let it stand. Let it stand. Deb for Freedom, it is great to see you. I haven't seen you around in a while. I hope everything's going well with that remodel. Right on, Ridgeline. We're going to just keep it going. Just keep it going. Winning. I got a great winning fig picture here. Look at that. Winning. Dun, 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 dun. I love what's happening. I am gripped. This is the best reality movie I have ever seen, man. Yeah, C4, we're learning. We're not violent. We don't call for violence. We want justice. We're not going to set cars on fire to make our point. We're not going to burn a city down. We're not going to become evil to fight evil. We just march right along under the banner of Christ, man. And here's a shout out to all of us fighting a battle that most people just don't even understand yet. We've been hearing the information for years and going, yeah, there is no Russian hoax. There is no Russian disinformation. They did not hack the election. John Ratcliffe came right out and said it, but they went with it. And in the meantime, we're all wondering, well, how does that work? You know, how come they put both Joe Biden in? Well, that's because more than 3/4 of Congress voted to certify the election when they should have taken a second look at those votes, man. Right on. Lou Maldonado says, breaking. Tulsi just stated whistleblowers are coming out of the woodwork. It's over. So God bless you all for fighting a battle that most people don't understand. Keep hanging in there. Keep hanging in there. Here she is, man. Awesome ex-Democrat working for MAGA right now. Take a moment and show some public support for our Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, who is fighting against the darkness of the deep state. It is truly a battle between good and evil, darkness and light. I stand with Tulsi, and let your voice be heard. She has dropped the bomb, man, and we got to pray for her safety right now. They will go after everybody. They're looking at death, because the penalty for treason is death. And that's called justice. That's called keeping your country. This is just a great shot, man. This is what we're about to see. The fireworks are about to begin. It's time for many people to be arrested suddenly. So we'll see. We'll see what's been going on in the background. We'll see if all these people are actually body doubles. There is so much information out there, but the truth is about to be discerned from a legal standpoint. Let's start seeing some of these, man. Barack Hussein Obama. Did we really elect a guy to the White House with the middle name Hussein? Wasn't even this clown's real name. His name's Barry Soetoro. And he was just waxing eloquent about the importance of having a gay mentor while in college to tell him where his own father, was wrong all his life. Treason, seditious conspiracy. John Brennan, treason, rebellion of insurrection, seditious conspiracy, advocating overthrow of government. You will be hanged by the neck until dead if you are found guilty. After your due process, that is the penalty for this crime. And MAGA is still crying about that Epstein stuff, man. Wow. It's all about the Epstein. But, my Epstein. We're gonna get to Epstein, dude. Or I don't even know if you're a dude or not. Whoa, look at there. Treason. Nancy Pelosi. Seditious conspiracy, advocating overthrow of government, crimes against humanity. Wah, wah. Let's go, Patriots. Let's go. Make no mistake, this is a spiritual warfare, all of it. And this is a country where we believe in God. And God's law is the basis of the law in this country. That's why every man, woman, and child has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's because God said so. And we made a framework, a law, a country where that is the main principle. And it goes down to our borders, man. Heaven has strict immigration policies, but hell has open borders. Don't ever forget it. The path is wide to rebellion, but the gate to righteousness is narrow. Definitely a good time to be reading up on some scriptures. All the stories in the Old Testament are great for discerning what's going on, man. Okay, here we go. Real Wolf is trying again. What about the Senate intel report chaired by Marco Rubio that did conclude that Russia made efforts to get Trump elected? Well, I didn't see anything from Rubio that even resembled that statement. Where are you getting your... Do you understand that there is a school for spooks out there somewhere, and that they have to take tests, and they have like theses? And one of those theses is to make up a story, release it into the ether, and see how many people bite on it. And I guess you're like their main customer there, Rewolf. You're just drinking all the garbage down. One after another after another. Man, you are so thirsty. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard releases background information on of President Obama involvement in the Trump-Russia targeting op. That doesn't sound like peaceful transfer of power to me. Yet that's what Obama was on TV telling everybody. Warning that Trump was not going to have a peaceful transfer of power, because in the meantime he was planning to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power. 2 years and $40 million later from the Mueller investigation comes up empty-handed, okay? It didn't work. Mike Pompeo sat on all that information as the head of the CIA and didn't say a peep about it while he was working for Trump, man. These people are garbage, backstabbing, bootlicking garbage. Here we go. Why didn't CIA Director Mike Pompeo tell President Trump in January 2017 that Obama had ordered the presidential daily briefing to be rewritten on Russia? That's the information that Tulsi just released. They were rewriting the presidential daily brief that Trump was supposed to be receiving on the days prior to his inauguration, and they rewrote them and lied on them. Pompeo had access just weeks after all this took place. Pompeo could have handed this all to Trump. Why didn't Pompeo tell Trump what happened? Why didn't you, Pompeo? Why didn't you say that? Hey, Tammy Green. What else here? Let's see. Don't be a panicking. Don't be a panicking. We had to invent a new word so we could all understand this division of the camp thing, man. We have to watch what they do to us. It's been working for 50 years, so let's understand how they do this, how they divide us up, old and young, black and white. Every which way they can, they divide us up, man. Yeah, Mike Pompeo looks like Skeletor. All right, here's another interesting information from Blackburn, Marsha Blackburn. A shocking report this week revealed that Microsoft has been using engineers in China to help maintain the Defense Department's computer systems for nearly a decade. What? Are you serious? So everybody that was running the Department of Defense under Trump knew that we were using engineers in China to maintain their computer systems. This is a massive national security risk, and Microsoft needs to end these operations immediately. I'd say we got to boot Microsoft out. I mean, we gotta do something about this, and I do believe that Hegseth just recently addressed this with a post. Yeah, yeah, Jay Jones. Obama's telling the black men to get a gay friend to mentor them. I won't see how they all still like him after that. That could be my question when I run into a colored person here. Do you have a gay mentor? Yeah, so Ridgeline and I were talking. Remember how we were doing a convoys for the mask mandates, and then we were staying down in D.C. for the 1776, demanding to be heard for justice. I think it might be time to start up a little convoy out in California to bring some justice to Washington, D.C. We demand justice. The information is out there. Now it needs to be acted on. And hopefully we got enough of the entrenched enemies of the America out of these agencies, man. But yeah, how about that? Thank you, Senator Marsha Blackburn, for bringing that to our attention. No, we shouldn't have Chinese engineers working on the Pentagon's computer system, man. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth has confirmed military bases in both Indiana and New Jersey will be used to house detained illegals awaiting deportation. This is exactly how military assets should be used. 78 million of us voted for it. Right on, Nick Sator. Right on, man. So that's Indiana. Oh, is that Mike Pence's home state? Imagine that. And New Jersey. Who's from New Jersey? Chris Christie, famous rhino blowhard. Yeah, remember J6 Pelosi. U.S. to charge travelers $250 visa integrity fee. Experts say it could raise another $30 billion over the next decade. Well, there you go. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. What an outstanding idea. What an outstanding idea. So the FBI knew the dossier was fake. The CIA knew it was fake. DOJ knew it was fake. ODNI knew it was fake. The media knew it was fake. Mueller knew it was fake. Congress knew it was fake. And Barack Obama administration knew it was fake. And the CIA knew it was fake. So why do we still have all these agencies around? They just were all active participants in a coup d'etat of the American government. Exactly what they were saying the J6 insurrection was. That we stormed the Capitol. No, we did not storm the Capitol. Watch how they word things. We did not storm the Capitol. And there you go. If you can arrest a former president named Donald Trump, you can arrest a former president named Barack Obama. No difference. No difference whatsoever. The precedent has been set. And now we got to ask ourselves, when will the feds raid Barack Obama's husband's underwear drawer? When does it happen, FBI? We want justice. All right, Tulsi, Tammy Green reporting. Tulsi says more Trump coup documents will be released next week. Sources tell Bartolomeo news releases related to Mar-a-Lago raid. We knew it stunk to high heaven when they did it, man. We knew they lied about it when it happened. Outrageousness. And here's the Gateway pundit. Newly declassified docs reveal Barack Obama helped manufacture and politicize intelligence to create the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. Went right to the top. It went right to the top. Department of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard demands prosecution of everyone behind the 2016 Russia hoax, as all evidence is being turned over to the DOJ for criminal referral. So in the past, this is what has happened. And in the past, the DOJ and the FBI and the CIA conspired to hide information and to twist it all around to prosecute Trump now. So now, hopefully, we got enough people in the DOJ to facilitate this. It's going to be huge. I mean, this isn't like you go to one judge and take care of it. This is going to be a team. They just released information that they had 5,000 people involved with the prosecutions of the J6ers, man. 5,000 people were working on that from the FBI. Their goal was to usurp President Trump and subvert the will of the American people. No matter how powerful, every person involved in this conspiracy must be investigated and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The integrity of our democratic republic depends on it. We are turning over all documents to the DOJ for criminal referral. That's what we want, patriots. Yeah, oh yeah, beer and back roads. How about that chef? How about that chef? What happened there? Did we get any answers there? We never get answers, man. How about that lone gunman on the roof in Butler? You know, did we get any answers from that? Aren't his parents involved in some kind of lawsuit? Why did they hire the most expensive lawyer in America? You know, why don't we get answers, man? Why was Seth Rich killed in a robbery, but his watch was still on his wrist and his wallet was still in his pocket? We never get answers. This is going to be the golden age, man. I guess in golden ages you get answers, right? The world isn't falling apart, patriots. The veil of the worldwide corruption is lifting. Right on, Tammy. They're coming out of the woodwork. Tulsi Gabbard says disgusted whistleblowers who helped craft Obama-Brennan's phony Russia report are turning over affidavits to the DOJ. It's happening, patriots. It's happening. Make sure your seatbelt is secure and your trays are in the upright position. Oh, really, DEPT? Was Obama's chef writing a tell-all book at the time of his death? How odd is that? What a coincidence. What a remarkable coincidence of timing that is. That's just so much, man. All the time we've been trying to get a clear voting registrations and elections. The Democrats want ICE agents to present ID to ensure they're actually agents, but didn't want voter ID to make sure voters are actually American. The hypocrisy is up to the moon. Wow, Priscilla. If he was writing a book and still cooking for the Obamas, though, I don't know how smart that guy was. Maybe he didn't believe all the suicide, all the reports of how deadly it can be to be friends with those people. Okay, let's see. I got another video here, but I'm not sure if I played this or not, so let's see what's here.
Joe, they're calling you a corrupt politician.
Nobody.
President Trump, I want to stay on the issue of race. We're talking about the issue.
Laptop from hell.
There are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plan. What he's saying is a bunch of garbage.
But it wasn't garbage. We knew it, and it turns out at that moment, Biden knew it too.
Joe Biden stood in front of the world on the debate stage, you remember that, and lied about the biggest scandal in American history. There has never been a scandal like this one.
Serious questions tonight about whether the Russians are using Rudy Giuliani to interfere in the U.S. presidential election.
And as I and several of my former colleagues pointed out publicly, that it does bear the hallmarks of Russian disinformation.
So they take that title of having had this position, and now they're outside of government, but it gives them the credibility to band together in the eyes of the media and do things like they did with this letter about the laptop.
It's called the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest.
So the intelligence community has been saying repeatedly that Rudy Giuliani is the vehicle for Russian disinformation right now about Hunter Biden and the Bidens.
And then you merchandise it.
Experts say it has all the hallmarks of information laundering.
And then you write it, and if they see it's reported in the press.
The vast majority of the intelligence people have come out and said there's no basis at all.
So they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
We do know that it's a very active Russian campaign. That's according to the U.S. intelligence community.
And then it's called a wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. It's a tactic.
So they come out and they tell people, though this is all Russian disinformation. And let me tell you, it's not just that they put the letter, it's that what happened after the letter that we're forgetting. Facebook refused to allow you to post a New York Post story.
Twitter and Facebook have limited the distribution of that Hunter Biden story. And last night, Twitter appeared to suspend the Twitter account of White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany when she tried to share that story.
Within hours, the reporting was censored on all major platforms on the basis of being called hacked or Russian disinformation.
This was an attempt, Jesse, to suppress a story that could change a presidential election. It was deliberate on Twitter's part and the FBI's part.
51 intelligence agents totally lied. I think it's treason. They totally lied just before the election, right before the vote. They lied and they said that the computer, which had all crimes on it, was Russian disinformation.
So now we're finding out some of the 51 intel officials cook up the Hunter Biden laptop letter were at the time on the CIA payroll.
This was cheating and election interference at a scale never seen before. It's an absolute disgrace to our country. We are a country being laughed at all over the world, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. The people will not stand for what's happening to America.
That's from the Dilly Meme team. A great group of people putting out the information a little bit at a time, you know. So yeah, there you have it, Patriots. So much has happened in the last 24 hours. I just had to present that for you. I hope you like it. I'm loving it. It is a great time to be alive. Yes, beer and back roads. That is for true. They told us what and how they were overthrowing the government. That's right, Sunkist. We just didn't hear them. We just didn't hear them. And originally, no, I have not watched Matt Gaetz' show. Matt Gaetz does have a show. There are a lot of these people that are in the sidelines right now, like Gaetz, like General Flynn, like Ivan Raiklin, you know. So when these are huge court cases that are going to have to be brought forward, and I imagine we're going to need some really good attorneys, judges, prosecutors for all of this. I think there is going to have to be some type of a special type of a court that's set up for all of this, and Trump needs to get his judges seated, and the Democrats won't even sit around and vote while they're doing that. I mean, they are disrupting power. They are, to this day, participating in a coup d'etat against this government while Trump is the president, man. And that's what we could all see clear as day now, right? ICE offers its agents who quit under Biden $50,000 to return to work. Amen, Tammy Green. Amen, man. I think Pete Hegseth got rid of all the cross-dressers, and they offered a program for all the people that had to quit because of the DEI stuff and the vaccine stuff, man. Right on. I think so too, Sunkus. Matt Gaetz will be the special prosecutor. That's why Trump moved him until he needs him. That's a distinct possibility, but we will see, man. I think there is a lot of MAGA still in the sidelines, ready to step up when needed, man. Just as I am too. Any day, just bring me out. If you're looking for recruits on the weaponization working group there, Ed Martin, let me know what I can do. I'm not that good at stuff, but I got a YouTube channel. I can help out somehow, I'm sure, right? Yeah, Ridgeline, let's see what the MAGA warriors do with all this now. I think it's going to be cool. We got new life. So that's about all I got right now, Patriots. I just thought that was super important to bring to your attention. We got cars parking all over the place. I think the concert's ready to begin. I'm going to end this broadcast out, and I think we will end it with the national anthem. What could be better? God bless you, Patriots. This is Jericho, over and out.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands,
still there,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.